What's going on, people? So my name is Ari, and today's video is going to be about my journey from 0 to 42k on my online store, my first one. Now I started a new one, and I've been making videos about it and documenting kind of like what I'm doing right now and how I'm getting it from 0 to 1k in a week, which we did it, guys. We actually got to 1k in 1 week through solely Instagram shoutouts. But that's besides the point. I document that in my Instagram, link in the description, guys, for my documentation of that little experiment that I did. We're still gonna keep the store going, obviously. And yeah, so hopefully this video will motivate you to keep going. I mean, my journey's been kind of long and there's been a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs, but recently, like this past 6 months, has been just all uphill, a little downhill sometimes too, obviously, but you gotta adapt. All right, so essentially, when I first started my store, it was actually the summer of 2016, and that was my first store that I ever started online, and it was just a failure. Okay, like I spent $600 in ads in a month, and Facebook ads, and made absolutely no sales, and it was just so bad. I was so bummed out, like super discouraged, and well, essentially after that month, I was just done. I was like, okay, I'm never doing this again. Like, I just wasted so much of my money. And so then what I did is I started looking for alternatives. So what I did is I went on eBay and Amazon, right? So once I did that, I started looking at products that were selling and like getting ideas of what to sell. So what I did is actually I still have a couple of the products that I was selling. So what I did is I sourced these products from AliExpress. So like I'd buy like 10 and just sell them on eBay. And this is what it is. I bought a little box for it and a little like baggie. Don't make fun of me for this, guys, all right? And this is what I was selling. These Supreme lanyards. So it's funny because I actually found these on AliExpress. They were like 90 cents each, and I would sell them in this little package, and I would add this like little gold money clip. I'd sell it for 25 bucks. All right. Well, actually, I sold it for 25 on Amazon and then for $19.99 on eBay. And then I actually, guys, sold about 1,500 of these little packages, and that was just amazing. I was just so thrilled that I was getting like a sale a day at least, and it was awesome. So this was right after I failed on Shopify, like after a month. So then I started getting money from that and started getting, more motivated again to start like making money online, and like I was finally doing it and I was making it happen and just super motivated. So, and I was also working at this other job as a busser, and I was making roughly like $50 to $100 in tips every night that I was working, plus $9.50 an hour. So I was making some good money. I was able to save up about $3,000 from then till the winter. So, and that's when actually I decided to start a brand new store. I just gave Shopify another shot and started a store in January of 2017. So pretty much around this time, but a full year ago. And this store was actually a little different because what I did is I used some of the money. I bought a course. The course was okay. I wish I would have done more research on courses because it really wasn't that informational, but it did give me a good like structure and like baseline to what I wanted to do. So I used it a lot. I referenced it a lot, even though it wasn't too helpful, but I just started going at it, right? I started putting products out, making my site look awesome, and I finally started making some sales. So I was just so thrilled. Obviously, I attribute some of these sales to the like holiday season because it was right after holidays, and people were still like in like a buying frenzy, kind of. So I started making some sales, and I actually had my first $100 day, guys. It was just amazing, like best feeling in the world. I couldn't believe it. And that's when it actually all started going downhill again. It was just after my first $100 day, I just felt like I was super motivated, but it also made me feel like I didn't have to put so much work into it because like I was making money, so I was like, yeah, like whatever. And that's when the site just started plummeting, just no sales for like a full week, guys. It was just awful, and then I didn't make a sale for like 3 weeks actually. And what happened is, I was still gonna keep the site going. Obviously, I wasn't just gonna shut it down, but I was paying like $50 a month for like all the apps and the Shopify plan. I spend way more than that now, but back then that was just so much. I was just super bummed out. And my best friend actually, I was telling him prior to that like everything that I was doing, so he actually wanted to join me on this like on my store. And you know, I was kind of hesitant about it because, you know, I had already had $100 day, and I just didn't really want to share like the fruits of my labor, you know, because I felt that I had already put in so much work, and I just felt that it was unfair for me to just let him, you know, join the store. But you know, I ended up doing it because he seemed really motivated, and then I showed him the ropes, and after like about 3 months, in May is when he like fully joined me, and then about 2 months later in July is when we first started making just really consistent sales, because we would motivate each other so much and like work together on so many different things, and just like we were making twice the progress that I was making alone. And that was just so beneficial because it let us like kickstart the store way quicker, even though it had already been open for like 6 months. But in July of 2017 is when we actually got our first $100 day, and then our first $500 day, and then in August we finally got our first $1,000 day, and it was just unbelievable, like the craziest feeling in the world. So yeah, partnering up with my friend honestly was kind of a really life-changing decision. I think I would have made it where I'm at today, but maybe in like another year. Like having someone to help you motivate yourself and to also help you with the store is just so beneficial, especially if you guys are both in the same mindset. Obviously we had like, it's not just, we argue a lot sometimes, like we get mad at each other at certain things, like, you know, we have conflicting opinions on things. It's okay, because at the end of the day, you need that to have like a good business. You can't just rely on your own opinion, especially when it comes to like testing products and finding cool products. You might think they're cool, but people might not think that, so whatever, that's besides the point. I'll make another video about that. But so essentially, and then from July till now, we have made over $40,000 in sales, which is ridiculous. And I never thought I'd be at this point. Maybe I wanted to be at this point, obviously, but I never thought I could do it. And then the secret formula to this was just to keep being dedicated and working on my store every single day. All the free time that I had almost, I was spending on my store. Obviously not, like I was still going out with my friends and skateboarding and playing a couple video games here and there, but my main focus was the store. So essentially, what I want you to get out of this video, guys, is you can do it too. It just takes time. You gotta be patient. Like there's no such thing as overnight success when you're starting from zero. The reason why my new store right now is doing so well is because I already have the prior experience of my old store. I already know what was working and what isn't working. So I've learned from my mistakes. You guys haven't made any mistakes yet, so how can you really kickstart your store overnight? It just won't happen, and that's just how it is. You really gotta understand that you have to be patient and dedicated, and you will make it. So definitely find comfort in knowing that if you are dedicated and you work hard, you will eventually make it. Like, if you really internalize that thought, it's so comforting, because you know that no matter what, you will make it as long as you work hard. And that really is the key to succeeding online. Like, no BS, 100%. Like, that's what a course will teach you overall. Like, you'll get some of the structure and like basics or whatnot, but the overall message that you need to understand is that through hard work and dedication, you will make it. And that sounds corny, but it's so true. Like, it's insane how true it is. So yeah, guys, that's the quote of the video that you really need to get. The gold nugget is to find comfort in knowing that if you're dedicated and work hard, you will make it. Okay, so take my success as motivation. I'm still learning. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I want to get to 6 figures. I want to get to 1 million, you know, like I just want this to be my full-time, well, it is my full-time job right now, but I want it to be able to sustain me financially consistently. All right, so yeah, guys, if you found a lot of value in this video and you want to keep following my journey, please subscribe and hit the like button. Ask me any questions. I would love to answer them. I've been answering a ton of DMs that I get on Instagram. People are sending me their stores. I've been giving them feedback, and honestly, guys, some of you guys have awesome stores. I think the real reason why you might not be making sales is because just little things like, you know, product descriptions or no reviews and just things like that. Maybe bad targeting, but overall, guys, you got great stores, and just keep asking me questions. I would love to answer. Please subscribe if you got value, and keep killing it, guys. All right, hope you were motivated by this video. Bye.